Beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Minneapolis. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now, faking the give. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now Brown. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he will score. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Chargers. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings are on top. It's 14-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Judy.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll set up the screen to Brown. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
A carry here for Brown. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 17-14 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Now a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
1st down throw, Mahomes to the left side into the hands of Collins. Off to the races. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
The quarterback's going to get all the credit for the passing yards here, but Mike, you know what makes a really good quarterback? Really good weapons on offense, and this is a great example here why. Not a real deep pass, albeit accurate and on time, but then after the catch is where a bulk of the gain came from, and we're seeing that become a big part of NFL offenses. Not everything has to be a bomb downfield. Big plays can come from short throws.
2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
That one good for 26 yards.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Vikings have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 41 yards. Mahomes on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers move out in front, 20-17.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for Mahomes. Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush. And that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, it's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, L.A. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Here's Brown. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught. And he will go Minnesota. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Mahomes. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Mahomes back. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they dig themselves out of that hole rather effectively. Gain of 19 on 1st and 20.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. A sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. To the ground, a 1st down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Back to throw. He runs with it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Brown. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. A task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. And And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that third down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Mahomes now on second down. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick to the ground. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way.
This is take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Now Brown. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Brown. He's going to have a Vikings first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. So a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike.